Hey folks, Jim and I are back to help you understand what's going on in the world of mobility and the world of movement. Jim thinks I'm T-bowing right now, but for all of the CrossFitters out there after WOD 12.3 with all the box jumps, you know exactly what I'm doing here with this band. Jim, if you can get the band there. Working on my calf and Achilles to open that up and try and get a little bit more dorsiflexion through my foot here to help my squat and everything else that I do. That, however, is not going to be the primary focus of today's edition. It's going to be a little bit more on the shoulders. Obviously, we tax the shoulders a lot with the push press and with the toes to bar, so we want to make sure that those are nice and opened up. For people who don't know what I'm talking about with the CrossFit workout, a lot of times we find ourselves in this bad postural position where the shoulder is rolled forward. All the tissues on the front part of the shoulder are tightened down. All the ones back here that are supposed to stabilize our body in a good position are loose and therefore not really doing their job. So in order to kind of take care of any type of rotator cuff syndrome, as well as any of the trigger points that are up here that we talked about the other day, it's another good exercise to open up the front part of the shoulder as well as the chest. What we could do here is just, this can work as a doorway, it can work, you know, a tree, anything, any sturdy surface that you can grab onto is going to be real good. What you're going to do first is you're going to take this arm and kind of point the armpit forward. A lot of times people get in here in this internally rotated position. Jim, if you want to come over here and get a good shot of that. This internally rotated position is where a lot of people stretch. That's actually a mechanism of injury. So yeah, you might feel a stretch here, but you're actually working into your problem, which we definitely don't want to do. So the first thing that we do is externally rotate that shoulder and point that armpit a little bit more forward. This is a position of stability that we do want to work to increase. From here, we kind of tighten down on our core, we lean forward and twist into this, and we find that we catch a lot of the anterior delt, we catch a lot of the pec, and we can just kind of pulse through this. We might move up and down a little bit because we never static stretch, because static stretching is pointless. Just do a lot of moving around to try and open up this shoulder. As I come out of this, we see when I bring my arm back down, this is that position that we're really looking for when we're at our desk, when we're doing our work, that position of stability for the shoulder rotator as well as for the neck and everything else. Work on that, you know, just like we said, you could do it every 15 or 30 minutes, but most people don't have that much time. You hit this a couple of times a day, especially if you have that shoulder pain on the front part of the shoulder, even on the back side of the shoulder. It's a good exercise for that to help manage those conditions.